Hello and welcome to episode 50 of the Throwback podcast. I'm Mark from the Throwback store. I'm here with Ginger Shaq after a long layoff. How are we doing?
Well, after 6 months of you consistently going on to me, like, I miss you, I need the podcast back. I finally managed to fit time in my busy life to sit with the King of the North.
Yeah, well, you've had a lot going on. You're engaged, life.
I'm engaged, aren't I?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening.
Or as it was put less than 5 minutes ago, kidnap.
I know, but it's frowned upon kidnap, so we'll just call it an engagement.
Something like that, innit?
You can go,
Like,
whoa, the lights have gone out here. That was
it's the North, innit?
Yeah, well, we are in the middle of an energy crisis, so I don't know what to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Like, let's not even get into that.
Oh,
Like,
we're back on. We're back on. We're back on. We're back.
like three things to cover: energy bills,
I
fucking
know.
dog shit, aren't they?
I know. I know.
Second thing to cover: Matt Hancock and I'm a celebrity. He's a prick.
I just don't feel like these are relevant topics to
I just felt
basketball.
like I had to get him out. Third thing to cover: you're still a handsome bastard, aren't you?
Oh, thank you. It means a lot coming from you, but now you're taken. Just don't be making people jealous. I don't want to be.
I love you.
Yeah, as long as you love me, that's all that matters. But
Someone's got.
yeah, yeah. No, oh my God, why do the lights keep going out? If you're listening on Spotify, this means nothing to you. But if you're not,
It doesn't.
I feel like I need to do something about this.
I feel like your lights shouldn't be going on and off.
No, no. I'm back. We're on now. We're on. I don't think they're going to go off again. So everybody can see my pretty face. Basketball. Where do you want to start? So it's been. When was the last one we did?
Pre All Star weekend,
Wow, that was a long time ago.
I think maybe.
It might have been about Feb.
Yeah, we had a podcast planned,
Oh,
and then stuff came up, and then life came up, and then more stuff came up, and then life came up.
yeah. And then we was going to do one. I went to Miami.
You went to Miami, and then you just, I believe, had what people would call got white girl wasted for the best part of the summer months.
There was a lot going on there. There was a lot, but I've settled down now. I've settled down. I've got a girlfriend.
You went to a music festival,
Oh my God.
and you were giving it like vibes, vibes, vibes. I'm sure at one point you wore a bucket hat.
Oh yeah, I had a bucket hat. Bucket hat was
You had
worn.
a bucket hat. Um,
Yeah, that
I'm
happened.
sure at one point there was an Instagram post with some form of like gun finger. Like,
Oh, oh, is that what happened? Is that
yeah,
any?
you went full 19-year-old.
Oh, big time.
Going to park life. Vibes, mate. Vibes. Mayfield vibes.
Oh, this light now. Come on.
What is happening with your life? Like, I get it. My backdrop looks like I'm in the middle of Kosovo because like there's bullet holes in the wall. But like
So,
I've got lighting. I've got lighting, mate. I've got lighting.
we're how long are we into this? And all we spoke about is lights,
Energy, energy
camera,
crisis.
and action.
Oh, smooth.
See what I did there? Yeah. So I went off a little bit off the rails, a little bit. But I did see game two of the Eastern Conference Finals last year when I was in Miami, which was unbelievable, an unbelievable experience. And what an incredible arena Miami's arena is.
Mm.
Unbelievable. Just on the kind of water everywhere and just a lot going on, but beautiful place.
Outside the arena. Outside the arena.
Yeah, not inside the arena. It was shit. Like it was like. Well, I don't even know why I'm here, but
Well, it doesn't even have a name now, does it?
I don't know. Has it not? What was it?
No. Well, it's the FTX arena,
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
they've just gone bust.
So it's just the Miami Heat Arena.
And I think I read something where it's now the third time that Miami-based entertainment company Bang Bros
Oh,
has attempted to buy the sponsorship again.
Bang Bros want entertainment based. It's porn, Dean. It's porn.
Yeah, I went for the proper name though, didn't I? Like I was trying to be polite.
It's pornography. That. Not
I
that.
watched the thing and it says you can't say nothing bad for like 5 minutes
I bet
before
you
you get kicked off YouTube. So,
Fuck YouTube.
I mean, equally, no one watches on YouTube anyway.
I know. Fuck
Like,
you. I don't even know why I bought a new camera now, to be honest with
no,
you.
we had that peak bit, didn't we? Where we were like, oh, everyone loves this. And we had a backdrop and it's 300 plus. And we were like, honestly, might as well just start calling myself Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was probably about 2 views away from putting vlogger
Oh wow. Wow.
into my LinkedIn.
Oh God. Have you got a LinkedIn?
No. Because let's not mess around here, Mark. The profession we work in, I don't need any more companies contacting me if I want a job.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm not. I think I'm just gonna leave the lighting now.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's a bit moody in it. Wait there.
I'm more interested in what's going wrong with it.
I don't know. It just keeps going off. That's a bit better. That'll work. I'm done with it now. I'm past it. I'm past it. It's over. Forget it. Forget it.
All right.
Forget it. So yeah, so went to Miami. That was wonderful. And then that's been life really. Found somebody that can put up with me. That's been interesting. You fully got engaged, fully.
I did.
So
got down on the one knee and shit. Did that whole thing.
Oof, wow, serious.
For what it's worth, interviewed NBA players, done everything. Most I was shitting myself in my life.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, you know, it come out great in the end, didn't it?
Yeah. She's stuck with me now.
Well, not yet, but once you're married, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So
Preach.
basketball.
Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we say like because we're not talking about Ben Simmons.
No, okay.
So he's gone because that's
should we for legal reasons, should we just not cover the Nets?
I just feel like I'm just sick. I'm just sick of the Nets. I'm sick of the Nets.
Like, yeah, I think you could summarize the Nets in a very quick sort of Ben's still Ben, Kyrie's still Kyrie.
Nothing.
KD's still really upset at being KD and not having a team full of KDs. And Steve Nash has finally realized that he probably should just go and manage the Montreal Impact in the MLS.
Yeah. I think that's it. Quick fact though, did walk past Steve Nash when I was in Miami.
What? Okay.
Well, no. So me and Ant, who I was with, were walking down to South Beach along the beach, and we did that like, do you know that British? I realised what I said.
Walking down to South Beach by the beach,
and he walked towards us, and I did you know the British thing where you like nudge your mate and you go, "Is that Steve Nash? No? Is that Steve Nash?" And then like we just walked past him. Didn't say like, "Can we get a photo?" Just walked past him, and then my mate went, "That was Steve Nash," and I went, "Should have got a photo. Should have got a photo." But he's so far along. I was thinking, I'm not running back after him now.
But what if it wasn't Steve Nash?
Oh, it definitely was.
What if it was just another silky haired Canadian man?
He didn't look Canadian.
Okay.
He didn't have any.
Was he eating poutine and did he have an IV of maple syrup?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I don't. He
All
would.
right, there, yeah, boy, I'm Steve Nash. Lovely to meet you. Do you know what I
That
mean? Like,
is the Cookie Monster that you just did. That was
Cookie Monster's Canadian.
okay.
It's a known thing.
Perfectly fine. But yeah, Steve Nash, not as big as you'd think, but absolutely ripped to shreds. He didn't have a top. He didn't have a shirt on. I didn't go up
Yeah,
to.
and again, I feel like that adds a contributing factor to can I have a photo?
Yeah, I can't. You don't ask a man without without a top on. Can I have a photo, please?
I mean, there's some men you can ask without a top on. Can I have a photo? Um, I feel like Steve Nash randomly in the middle of South Beach in Miami isn't one of them.
No, no, I don't. I don't.
Because it gets worse if it wasn't Steve Nash and you've just asked some random bloke, "Hi, mate, can I have a photo with you? You've got no top on. You're not as big as I thought in real life, but you're still stacked."
Yeah, maybe leave that.
There's people gone down for less.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. That's all I needed to know. So I made the right decision by not asking him.
Yeah. By not asking a sweaty, topless Steve Nash if you can have a picture.
I didn't
And
say.
just doing the quintessentially British thing of that's Steve Nash.
Yeah, but I never once said he was sweaty. So whatever picture you've got in your head of Steve Nash, that's fine. But I never
I
mentioned.
mean, I'd like to think if he's on South Beach by the beach, with no top on, there would be some form of perspiration. It's not really an assumption, it's more of a generalized that's how the body works.
Okay, all right, brilliant. So we're not talking about the Nets, although we've just talked about the Nets. We're not talking about Ben Simmons. We just talked about him and Kyrie. What do you talk? Embiid dropped 59 the other night. That was impressive.
He's starting to look good.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting good at this basketball stuff.
For what it's worth, he's no longer got the burden of
Ben
all the like all that stuff that went on last year that we spoke about in depth. He's an unreal player.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nice to see him getting his plaudits. Because that is probably as far as it's going to go this year. He had some good games.
Do you not think the Sixers have got a chance this year?
I think you do, but I think the issue is obviously you've still got Doc Rivers. Do you know what I mean?
Is that the defining factor of why you don't believe we'll?
Yeah. Nothing down to basketball.
And
I just think. No, I think you've got an opportunity. I think the East. I can't even say the East is wide open because we never had this issue before.
Yeah.
Like if you think last year when we started the season, we were like, right, well, the NBA finals are going to be the Lakers and the Nets.
I know.
Because we were like, there's no way that the Nets can't win. They've got KD, Kyrie, and they're stacked, and they had Harden at the time.
Yeah, they still had Harden at the
And
time.
then we were like, the Lakers are still the same as the championship winning Lakers, but they've added Russell Westbrook and all of this, and they never. I think the Sixers obviously have a massive opportunity. I'd like to see them be successful. They still haven't released a throwback jersey, which we'll probably get to jerseys, but
yeah,
I hope they do well.
What's your feeling on the Bulls then? Obviously, you're a Bulls fan.
Yeah. Do you know what? Like, with all due respect, I haven't really watched them this year. For the main reason being the politics of having League Pass.
Yeah, it's been a little bit dodgy, hasn't it? League Pass, like not everybody's been complaining about it.
Like at the minute, like from what I've seen, there's obviously we are in a cost of living crisis, and I I work very long days, so catching up on the hoops is
It's difficult.
I'm more. It's difficult, and secondly, like the price of everything's mental.
Yeah,
Like the cost of League Pass now. And I genuinely believe if, for example, you're paying 30 quid a month and you were paying for like Sky or something, you could put in a complaint and they'd try and get you, oh, really sorry or whatever. Whereas the NBA are just like,
that's what
yeah,
you're
shit, it's
getting.
shit in it.
That's what you're getting, like
Um,
it or not. Like that's it.
but no, I mean the Bulls in general, like we haven't had that much of a drastic roster overhaul since last year. Obviously, we've added in Andre Drummond, which when he signed, I was just like,
Why?
okay, yeah. And then we got Goran Dragic, who again, when he signed, I was like, okay. Equally, both guys are playing good minutes off the bench, and
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan still seems like he might actually be a bona fide god.
Mm.
Where once he hits the fourth quarter and in that mid range. Hello, dog. Talking to the dog.
That's fine. You can talk to the dog as well.
But no, I think again, like, I think for what it's worth, like, but I think we're both looking at teams that are going to get into the playoffs. I think you guys could again do that thing where you push into the Eastern Conference Finals or semi-finals.
Yeah.
I think the Bulls are probably going to be first round and out.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know what. I
but
don't like you said, not that the East is open. I do like how this I don't like it, but the Celtics do look good. Um I just think losing the coach is going to be a big issue come playoff time because what he did in the playoffs last year was unbelievable. What
oh, for sure,
was
for
unbelievable.
sure, and it's the right choice by the organization
Yeah.
if what's happened's happened.
It's just
But
a difficult.
from a basketball point of view, um, yeah, it was a very good appointment. He was chosen to replace Brad Stevens, who was a fantastic people person,
Yeah.
and I think a little bit dead behind the eyes at times, but
Yeah.
like was focused on what he wanted to do. But in terms of the talent the Celtics have got, I mean, I'd say they can't help but win.
Yeah.
The Lakers are evidence that you can help but win.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I mean, hopefully, I think for what it's worth, we can still probably say the East is still the Bucks.
Yeah. I think Giannis.
Like they're unreal. He's unreal. Um, I've seen people obviously say, "Oh, this is the Cavs year." No, it's not.
No. I do like the roster
Like,
put together. I do.
yeah, it's a very nice roster, but do you know what I mean? Just because you've got a decent starter doesn't mean you go home at the end of the day and go, "That was a good meal."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You
Um,
need
you
consistency,
know,
especially get to
yeah,
the All-Star break.
yeah, and for what it's worth, like they probably will have a couple of All Stars.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Um,
Donovan Mitchell, um,
I
Garland.
think it's worth, yeah, like it's worth. Kevin Love still plays for the Cavs.
Yeah. I know he played great the other night as well. I seen. Um, but the Jazz are doing well. Am I right in saying that? The last time I looked.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, apparently Lowry Markkinen's learned how to shoot in Mormon, man.
Yeah. Did you see what? Did you see him taking the free throws the other day? And Embiid was like, "Can you not miss these? I can't go into overtime because I've got to put my baby to bed." When he was stood at the line and then he missed the free throw. I just love Embiid. I love that part of Embiid's game where it's all like trash talk and banter.
Yeah, and I think obviously that's one of the contributing factors. Like if you can have personalities on the court, then like you got to enjoy it. And
Yeah,
Embiid is one of them people that is polarizing. From
yeah,
a marketing point of view, he's sensational because he gives you sound bites. He gets on House of Highlights.
yeah.
He gets on ESPN. Sport Bible end up writing articles about him because there's
Just
you know an NBA player makes, NBA player shows sensational banter on court.
I know.
Like,
Crazy, isn't it? That
and it makes it easy for like for 18-year-old students from Salford to write articles on him and get paid minimum wage for a global conglomerate. So
my girlfriend lives in Salford, so just
does she work for Lad Bible?
no, she
She's
doesn't.
doing well then, isn't she?
Yeah. Anyway, away from basketball, what else has been going?
Well, that podcast finished then.
No, actually, not away from basketball. I'm going to New York next week.
Okay.
I'm going New York and I'm going to watch the Knicks play the Trailblazers next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving.
Who are the Knicks?
I know, remember them? That was mad. I'm going to Madison Square Garden to watch the Trailblazers, is what I meant.
Yeah. Can we just take this moment to say that is amazing? And secondly, who would have thought that when we talk about NBA in New York, that the Knicks aren't the most dysfunctional team?
I know, and you know what? I've caught a couple of Knicks games this year, and I've enjoyed watching. Although they're a work in progress. Like Jalen Brunson's brilliant, brilliant.
Obi Toppin is unreal.
Oh, jumps out the building. And Julius Randle.
He will go down. Yeah, Julius Randle's now got rid of his attitude, which is obviously
exactly. So. I think they're enjoyable to watch now. I've been to the Madison Square Garden before, watching them play the Celtics and watching them play the Sixers, and it was kind of a dub for the other team before a ball has been shot. And now you look at them and you think, any given game, Brunson can go off, Randall can go off, and they can get a W, but.
And you're talking about seeing them play against Dame.
Yeah, it'd be. I've never seen Dame live, so that'll be
seeing Damian Lillard like Dame Dollar is.
Yeah, so I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to going out there.
He's on that list of people like Iverson and Charles Barkley, who was an unreal player and is never going to have won a championship.
I know, but he's not. He won't go anywhere else, will he? Now, I don't think. I think he's.
No, he's like the Ryan Giggs, minus obviously all the controversy.
Yeah.
Of just remaining with one team.
One team. Yeah.
In fact, you know what? He's like the Noble. He's like the Mark Noble.
Yeah, that's a good. I was going to say reference, but that's a good comparison.
Analogy.
Yeah, I think Mark Noble, because he won nothing.
Yeah, he literally won nothing, and I say this very lightly. I have a father-in-law who's a West Ham fan.
Oh, just be careful. Just be careful, because that engagement could fall by the wayside very, very quickly.
Yeah,
very quickly. Have you been? Obviously, we talked a lot about the kicks. Have you been copying? What's your last?
Have I been copying kicks? Right. So,
wow. I feel like this is.
I have, and I feel like today is obviously where I make the formal announcement that 12 months ago I made a very derogatory comment around a certain type of shoe.
Are we talking about the Dunks? Yeah,
I'm obsessed.
They're good, aren't they? Like on foot, because I bought the NBA 75th edition Dunks, the red, black, and they're not white. They're like off-white, aren't they? A little bit.
Yeah.
And I bought them, and I was like, nah, these are actually really nice and really comfortable. And then you cop them as well.
I did. I got them for my birthday. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll ask my executive assistant if she'll grab me one of each of my dogs. She's glaring at me now.
Is there going to be trouble here? Because I don't want to be the bearer of like domestic abuse.
Just one of each of the
So how many pairs have you got, and how many hands has she got? Is she a squid?
Got massive hands, so it's all right.
Brilliant.
So obviously, last year I bought them,
Oh yeah, do you know what? I still like those. To be fair,
and I got them in a raffle and was like, "Yep."
the issue with those for me was what would I wear with them?
And what I wore with them was a Michigan Wolverines jumper.
Yes, for everybody on Spotify.
They're the Dunklo Michigans.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and this was kind of like the first one I got because I was like, "Oh, these are unreal." And then obviously, like you mentioned, I then got the NBA dunk
And these are the NBA 75th anniversary dunks, the red.
75th anniversary. Yeah,
I'm going to say
they're kind
white.
of like I want to say they're like. The more I look at them, I'm like they're a Chicago colorway.
Yes, they are. They are. They are. And,
Um,
and they're such a nice shoe. So underrated. You can still get those for roundabout retail,
Mad, innit?
which is
Mad.
crazy.
And then I think I won a pair of the. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're called the scratch cards.
Let me
So
see.
these,
So what? So these are green, white, and is that black?
yeah, and they've got like stars on the.
Oh, okay. They're nice.
But this,
Yeah.
you get given a coin
Okay.
and you scratch it away like a scratch card.
So you can scratch off the Nike tick.
Yeah, and then there's like a pattern underneath, like. But I
Sweet.
just quite liked them because obviously I think green and white shoes generally like
Yeah, definitely.
they're pretty unreal. Um, and then I did order a pair of uh, ordered a pair of like navy and grey ones, but I didn't really like them. And not to give everyone a heads up, but if you do go on Pro Direct, they have an abundance of dunks in different colorways. And I managed to get the South Carolinas the other week.
Oh, they are nice. They've not been,
So I
have they?
They have not been worn. But one of the things I liked about these is obviously they're kind of white and red,
Yeah.
but a subtle nod with yellow at the back.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
And it sort of just reminds it'd be perfect if you're a Cavs fan.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, today just kind of had to be a formal apology
Or,
because
or I think it'd go well, as horrible and as disgusted as this may sound, with a Liverpool jersey.
it would. It would.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is why these ones originally got bought because we had a green away kit.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
That away kit that you've got this season's a bit mad.
that white one
Yeah.
or the green one. Like the green one's quite cool.
Like, is there a is it green?
So there is a green and red one.
Yes,
That's our
that one.
first kit,
That one.
which is a vibe, and I'm a fan of that. And then our away kit looks like someone's took a turn on a doodle, like
A
an
doodle,
etch a sketch,
a doodle sketch.
a doodle sketch, and just gone. I reckon Nike will make that.
Yeah, well, you know,
That looks like a competition winner.
yeah. But that's some good cops that I've not really bought anything. I bought some.
And I think the biggest thing about these is the fact that, for what it's worth, like they're an acceptable price.
Yeah,
I say this, but equally, like these are the first pair of shoes I ever bought that were resale. Um,
yeah.
but even then, it wasn't a ridiculous resale. It was like I think it was about 125. Was it about 125?
Yeah, I think I
Um,
paid about
which like
100 for them,
is
something.
15 quid over retail.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So I got
um,
these Jordan 1 lows.
mm,
But
they're a vibe.
they only came with black laces and blue laces. So for everybody who's watching, it's the blue and black Jordan 1 lows. So I bought white laces for them, and I think they look better with a white
Is
lace.
that like? it's hard to tell because obviously your lighting's off. But is that just a little bit of? Is that more of a navy than a game royal?
Yes, yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
really
no, I rate that. I rate that.
yeah.
Like then, I do like Jordan One lows. I've got a pair of the K54s from last year. Um, I'm getting to the point like
Can you
it's going
buy
to
it?
sound mental, like where I don't know if high top Jordans, if I'm a bit too old for them now.
Well, I wore these last night.
See, I draw the exception to Jordan ones.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Jordan ones you can.
So I
I
wore.
don't know if I can see myself with a pair of fives on again.
Yes, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But I wore the Travis Scotts just for anybody who's not on YouTube. The Travis Scott ones, the brown ones. Pop some pink laces in there. And I wore this NBA Nike SB hoodie to go with them, which was
They were real nice hoodies. Like
yes, so good, so good. That was a great collaboration. Um, so yeah, I think we might be done. I don't know what else we can speak about. We've spoke about the NBA. We've spoke about you getting engaged. We've spoke about me having a girlfriend. We've
and a
spoken.
white girl summer, a white girl wasted summer.
Yeah. That's definitely what happened.
Bucket has vibes and gun fingers.
Wow,
Like that.
wow! I can't wait for this to get on YouTube now, just to see that dance again. Um, but I think we might be done for this episode. Next time we'll come with a plan.
Yeah. What we'll do next time is we'll review all of the City jerseys because.
Yes, that's a great idea. Great
But
idea.
what we'll do is we'll really deep dive them because we get quite passionate about them. So
Yeah, and we'll rank each jersey from best to
we can
worst.
do.
I think that'll
And
be
we'll go out on a start by saying the Orlando Magic's is the West. So we'll go
okay.
there.
Okay. Well, I think that one that says clit on it might be the worst one. But anyway, that
I forgot about the Charlotte Hornets
yeah, I think
female
the
anatomy
Charlotte
jersey.
Hornets CLT jersey. I don't know who marketed that and thought that was a great idea, but
I reckon it was the same guy that said, "I reckon we can do a jersey that says Sacktown in Cream City."
apparently they can't wear the Cream City jersey ever again. Not that they
They
would
can
anyway.
because something to do with it. It blends in with the digital. Like,
Yeah.
because this blew my mind. I didn't realize that in other countries there's different sponsors,
Yes, the boards at the games change depending on
and
what.
it's the same for football.
Yeah, yeah. I seen that the other day, which is crazy. But
But yeah, they can't wear them. But no, we'll do a deep dive on them jerseys, and it's a pleasure to be back. We'll try and not
yeah,
have as big a break as we had last time.
yeah, definitely. I mean,
Like life has been busy.
life has been busy. A lot's changed in the time, and it's good. It's good to get back chatting again with you
Well,
because
for sure.
we've been we've kind of been congratulating each other in private when obviously when you got engaged, I sent you a message, said I was
Yeah,
happy
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
You messaged me saying you were happy for me when you seen that me and Katie got together. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, like I said, obviously, like for what it's worth, we don't see each other all the time. You came down, like you traveled down with Ellie for like my birthday.
yeah,
And I think in the society we live in now, the people that you get on best with aren't necessarily the people that live around the corner. We're
definitely.
fortunate enough to be able to communicate with people the wide world web, and
Yeah,
seeing yourself, Mark, and seeing you get to where you're at now and knowing you're happy, like it's dope as fuck.
that's what it's all about. And same
Because I know how hard you work. So
for sure.
I'm proud of you.
And the same as you, brother. I'm proud of you all the time. Just like seeing
Mm.
you happy, and that's what it's all about. So we'll leave.
But enough. We'll leave it there, and we'll be back on episode 51.
Yeah.
Where we promise that Mark will have better lighting. I'll remember to charge my laptop. And I might have painted over the holes in the wall.
Brilliant. So we shall see you all on episode 51. Thanks for listening, watching, subscribing, doing all that stuff. And we shall see you very soon.
See you later, Taters.